Hi, this is Des from Legendary Life. I wanted to crack into a video today about lifestyle. Look at this beautiful day we have out here. We're out in North Scottsdale, Arizona on a rooftop, just recording some videos with my buddy Josh. We're having a blast today. So one thing I wanted to talk about today is lifestyle. I wanted to talk about the insides and the outsides of a lifestyle, building a lifestyle that you love, that looks good, and also a lifestyle that we're happy to live. A lot of people have, a job that other people might think is the best. Like you could be a lawyer, you could be a doctor, you could have you can be an actress, you could be a model. And everyone tends to give like this connotation of like this person's perfect or they have some sort of perfect life, and that's definitely not the case. I have some really high quality, attractive, good friends that, I know them as people because we're all just people, and things are not always perfect. They're not peachy, they're not creamy, everything isn't always how it seems, right? And there's also people that you can kind of take a look on the outside of their life. Good example was, I was talking to my little brother. He said that his grandma lived to like 110 years old or something, which is absolutely incredible. It's amazing. And he told me she had never traveled anywhere her entire life. She was from somewhere in Indiana, like somewhere where, I would rather die than go there. But the thing is, she had a fulfilled life, like awesome life that she was super happy with. Back in the days, these people used to have tons of kids. I think she had like 15 kids. I currently have one kid that I can barely keep track of, so 15 kids blows my fucking mind. However, yeah, so the thing was, I asked him, I was like, if that was my life, I would be, it would be really bad for me because I would hate to have that life. And never traveled, she never went anywhere. She lived in the same projects for she lived to 110 years. She lived in that same place, and she was happy when she passed away because she was able to, raise her family there. So that just kind of blew my mind, because I was like, if I was in the town for longer than 5 minutes, I would be ready to hit my head on the concrete. So everything's going to be dependent upon what's valuable to you. So to me, what a good life looks like is being able to spend time with my family, going out and having a fun time with my friends, meeting new girls, spending time with my son, being able to just, have a full life. And I think it's important to have different areas of our life that are, set up to where we're happy. That way, if one thing happens to crumble, our whole world isn't crumbled. Like our whole world doesn't fall down. You see people get into relationships and kind of cut their friends off, don't really spend that much time with their family, and then they get out of the relationship and their life's crushed, right? Or somebody is always working, right? People that are really career driven, they have this job that they love, they end up losing their job, and they feel like all of their identity is lost. Like who they are has changed or something. But it reminds me of, I seen this video online, right? And a guy held out a $100 bill, and he's like, hey, would you like this $100 bill? Everyone's like, yeah, we love the $100 bill. He crumples it up. Does anybody still want the $100 bill? Everyone's like, yeah, we still want the $100 bill. So basically just saying, no matter what happens to you, inside or outside, your value doesn't change at all. I watched a video the other day. It was I believe it was Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant was basically saying, I just showed a picture of Durant. I don't know if he said it. But so if you go to the airport, water is $7. If you go to the grocery store, water is 50 cents. If you go to a baseball game, the water is $12. So it's not inherently that the value of the water changes. It's the same water. It just depends on who you're around and what your value is to those people. And so I think it's important that we surround ourselves around the people that value us the most. A lot of times we chase around people that, because we don't have their validation, we chase around people that don't, think highly of us. We want everyone to like us. So basically we're chasing that around, saying, I can only be with this person if they don't want me, or, if that's what you're attracted to. But I think it's the most value if we go to the people who value us and who like us. If we meet somebody and they kind of like us a lot in the beginning, we're kind of you're like, what's wrong with them? Why do they like me so much? Kind of diminishes the value. You're like, yeah. But I found that those people are going to take care of you the best, even though you're not running around chasing the validation. They're just given to you up front. I think that's one of the most valuable things. If you meet somebody quickly and they like you a lot right away, why are they less valuable than somebody else that's, maybe stringing you along? So I think that's important too. So as far as building the lifestyle on the outside is, yes, let's absolutely do the things that we want to do on the outside. Hey, if you want to go to Miami because you think Miami is going to be fucking fun, absolutely, let's go to Miami, let's have a blast. But if you want to Miami just so you can take pictures there or tell people you're just in Miami, for some sort of like social flex, then at the end of the day, you're going to be in Miami. But they say wherever you go, there you are. If you're not happy in Miami, you're not going to be happy in Bali. You're not going to be happy at home. You're not going to anywhere. Anything you do is not going to be happy. So the happiness is created from within you. And so one thing that's super important is, hey, let's build that on the inside, but let's also create that on the outside. It's actually kind of really hard to be happy if you have some shitty job that you hate. So for me, some people love like working construction. Like I worked in a construction, I worked on an oil rig. I worked some jobs where I really hated. Other people, I go to the job every day, I'm like, don't you guys hate it here? And they're like, no, we actually really like this job. And so everyone's different. If you're happy doing construction, then you've won. You're a success, right? That's awesome. If you're happy with construction, if you're happy with your partner, if you're happy with the friends that you have, then you're a lot farther along than everyone else is. I would much rather be a person who just works where they want to work and has a partner that they want to have and has the friends that they want to have, right? Life is too short to be chasing around things for others' validation or what other people think is going to be cool, what other people think is going to be, is going to be a good life. If you don't want to go on the boat, don't go on the fucking boat, right? Like some people love beaches. I think the beaches look really cool. I hate getting the sand on the toes, number one. Number two, I don't want to get eaten by a shark inside of the water. So going to the beach is really cool. I love the ambiance of the beach. Some people love being in the water, not me. Water's too cold. I don't want to get bit by a fucking snapping turtle or crab. So, everyone's happiness is different, right? I got no problem in the desert. I love it here. It's awesome. Some people say it's too hot. I love the heat. The place I came from, Colorado, cold as shit. And I'm like, I'm done with dealing with that. So I'm not saying that I'm some guru, I'm some super billionaire and you should listen to everything I say. All I'm saying is if this content helps you, then I'd love to be here for you. And I really live a life that I love. And my job on this earth is to make sure that everyone else is happy. And if I can help facilitate that, I'd love to. If you want to help finding the job that you want that'll make you happy, I'd love to help you with that. If you want help on dealing with things, internally to make you happy, I'd love to help you out with that too. So my mission here is just to, spread positivity, joy to the world. I know it sounds super funny. It's almost Christmas time. Can't tell by looking at the sun here beating on my forehead, but yeah, absolutely. So I hope everyone's having a good day, and I'll be back with some more content soon. Go ahead and follow my Instagram page at DesGoesNuts. And from us here at Legendary Life, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks for cracking in.